Well, good Tuesday afternoon to you. It's Dan. I want to welcome you to my home in the sticks. I hope everybody's having showing off good Tuesday. But I'm here to tell you in East Central Mississippi, about 78, 79 degrees outside. A little humid, nice to be outside though. Before we get started on this video, I always like to mention that if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And if you're returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over here, I thank you for coming back. What I want to share with you and y'all today is, it's time to get something in the soil, in the dirt. Give me a second, and that's what we fixing to do. That's what we fitting to attempt to do. And I'm going to take y'all along and show you how I plan on doing it. Skylar and I are really big fans of container gardening. In the past, I have done all kinds of container gardening. I've done just buckets, totes, stuff like that. But today, we're going to do a grow bag planting. Let me show you the grow bags that we're going to use. All right, what we have here is something called a root pouch, and this is made by Box of Brown. And this company is out of Australia. Now what I have here is a 10-gallon grow bag. This grow bag, it's a little on the pricey side. They're about $4 a piece, but they are really, really nice grow bags. Once I open it up, we'll go on from there. This grow bag, and the reason why I really like this grow bag, it is made with hemp fibers and also recycled water bottles. So that's a good thing. I like that. What I have in this grow bag is a yellow tom from Norway, growing quite nicely. Today, we're gonna plant out this pink bumblebee mater. Those seeds were given to me from Michelle, Miss Michelle. Her channel is Daylift TN. If you get a chance, peep her out. She does a lot of canning and gardening. She sent me these pink bumblebee seeds several years ago. Before we get to planting out that mater plant, let me show you what we're going to use soil-wise to plant this mater in. What I have here is some ProLine growing mix. This is made by Jolly Gardener. We're also going to use, and I have it in this bag right here, we also going to use some perlite. What I did was I contacted a local nursery that's probably about maybe 10-15 miles from me. Spoke to her and she was like, yeah, I got just what you need, because I really like the fact of using a seed starting mix if I can. It's rather on the expensive side. I paid 20 bucks for that 2.8 cubic foot bag of growing mix. And the same thing with the perlite. I was spending $7 for a little bitty small bag of perlite from the Lowe's. Paid 17 bucks for 2.8 cubic feet of it as well. Let me show you this growing mix. I'm here to tell you this is some nice stuff. Look at that. How light and fluffy that stuff is. It's got a little bit of perlite in it, but that's okay. We're gonna rock on, and I'm gonna use some other potting mix as well as this seed starting mix as the substrate to grow our maters in. I'm also going to use some 10-10-10 all around fertilizer, and I'm going to use some pulverized limestone as well. We'll talk about that come time. The one thing to keep in mind with these grow bags is you want your soil mixture to be light if possible, well draining, which leads to, yes, you have to maintain the water in these grow bags. You got to check it because they will dry out rather quickly. So enough of the blabbing. Let's get to getting this thing in the grow bag. Okay, here is our seed starting mix, and here is a little bit of potting mix. And all I'm going to do is mix these two together, and we're going to see how this works, because I believe this soil mix is going to be really light and fluffy, and that's what I want. That's some good looking soil right there. I'm going to do this in 2 steps because I don't have just a large bucket and I don't want to mix this thing in the grow bag. So we'll do this. This is going to be the bottom layer. I'm going to add in a little bit of perlite just to help with drainage. We'll mix that in. And just to be on the safe side, I would wear a dust mask because the perlite's real dusty if you don't wash it. Let's get this soil mixture into the grow bag, and then we'll rock on from there. All right, here's our grow bag. It normally comes folded. that, all you're gonna do is pop that joker open and get these, just get it open. Kind of like you're doing a grocery bag or whatnot. Let's start adding our soil into the grow bag. We're about halfway up. Now what we want to do is we want to push out on the sides of this grow bag because we want the soil to be distributed evenly. We want to get all of that, use all of that space that we possibly can. Punch it down if you have to. Push it down, punch it down in the middle. And it's going to look a little something like that. Okay, we at the halfway point. What I'm going to add in is about maybe 3/4 of a cup of lime, and I'm using the pulverized lime, something like that. Just gonna pour it down in there. We want to even out this the soil. We want it in the neutral range maybe. I'll mix it in. Hope y'all can see this, and I hope my big head ain't in the way. All right, lime's mixed in. Let's move on to the second part. I think this is gonna be good for this grow bag. Filled it dang near to the top, almost to the point where it's overflowing. And the reason why we want to do that is as this bag settles and it gets watered, that soil is going to sink down. So let's move on to the second to last step. Well, actually the thirdly to last step. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to actually create a ring of fertilizer around this tomato plant, because of course it's growing in a grow bag, so it has no way to get nutrients if it was growing in an earth garden or something like that. So we got to help this plant out. So this is where the 10-10-10 comes into play. Probably going to put in maybe, I don't know, 3/4 pound of fertilizer in here. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull back some of this soil, kind of like that. And I'm just going to create a ring of fertilizer. If I had my choice, I would probably use a 10-20-10, but all I had access to was a 10-10-10, so that's what we're going to use. Gonna sprinkle out some 10-10-10. It's going to look something like that. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this soil and push it back just to cover it up. In the middle, well, hopefully in the middle, I'll push this soil back. Here is our pink bumblebee mater, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant this guy really deep. I'll probably plant him about up to right here. Looking good. Let's get this guy planted in there. I'm going to call that done. All right, there you have it. One pink bumblebee mater in a 10-gallon grow bag. I think this guy is gonna grow really nicely in this bag. Dan, what are you gonna do as this tomato plant gets bigger? How are you gonna support it? Let me show you that. Blam! Remember that tomato cage that we made with the fill wire? There you go. Might have to do a little bit of tweaking on this to make it work, but I think it's gonna work. As this tomato grows, we'll be able to maybe train it to come through, maybe prune it. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna work on that. But I plan on using these tomato cages best I can. All right, there you have it. A pretty cheap way to get some container gardening going, and that's using grow bags. There are several thousands of grow bag companies all over the place, especially on Amazon. I actually like the Box of Brown. I may even look into getting some VivoSun grow bags because I like VivoSun lights. We'll just have to see. But that's what I wanted to share with you and y'all today. Again, I can only stress to you, and this is just merely my opinion, if you get into growing some stuff in grow bags, and you can grow all kinds of stuff in grow bags, tomatoes, peppers, melons, cucumbers. It's limitless as to what you can do with it. But in my opinion, and this is just merely my opinion, I wouldn't use any type of garden soil or anything like that. I would make sure that I would use a potting mix or seed starting mix if you have access to it. Because if it's not free draining, it's not gonna work well. So again, I hope everybody's having Show Enough Good Tuesday, and I hope everyone's being safe amid our global crisis. If you like this video, go on and give it a thumbs up, they help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home and Sticks channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come on over here and give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff. like growing stuff in grow bags. That being said, you know it's coming. Dan Reference showing enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody. You sure enough get your shine on, get your grow on. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.